Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you.
We're up in Scotland near Loch, doing a walk up to hopefully a lochen where I can swim. That's the aim of today anyway. Go for a swim in a lochen. So we've done only a short walk, maybe like 2 or 3 kilometres up there, and then I'm hoping it's going to be nice enough for a dip, and it's not going to be too cold, although I'm not expecting it to be warm because it's about 700 metres in the elevation, which is probably the highest I've swum.
To be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles.
So we're still making our way up to the loch. I forgot my mic, so if it's a bit windy then, oh well. The loch's called Lochen Chiore, or I'm not sure how to say it to be honest, but Chiore. C-H-O-I-R-E. It's not a bad walk. I've just not done many big walks in a while, so it's not the easiest. About 2-hour walk up. Right, which way are we going? This way, definitely. So I've come out specifically to go for a bit of a dip, a wild dip or a wild swim. Took me a while to find the place I wanted to go. Basically, if you wanted to go for a wild swim, you need to decide if you want to actually swim or if you just want to dip. So I'm not too bothered about actually swimming. I'd rather just have a dip, in which case you don't need a place which is too big. So if you wanted to swim, you would probably go in one of the bigger lochs. Whereas I'm just bothered about going in, you know, getting wet, staying in there for like a few minutes and getting out again. But if you wanted to go for a swim, you would go down to the bigger lochs, you know, Loch Ness, Loch Lochy, Loch Leven, somewhere around here. And once you've decided that, you've got to decide how far you want to go for it. So there's probably some great places, but you've got to walk hours and hours to get there, and that's not really what I wanted to do today. So I picked a 12-kilometre route, which isn't too short, but it's definitely not as long as some of the other walks I was planning on doing. Once you pick your place, you've got to go for it and then get walking. Make sure you take your towel, swimming trunks or whatever you're going to swim in. Something warm as well to change into afterwards, so either that coat or a jacket or some trousers, just to make sure you're not freezing. When I was in the lakes the other week doing Angle Tarn swim, it was so cold. It was about 590 metres of elevation, and when I got out it was freezing. It was a cold day as well. When I got out, my hands were just numb. I couldn't even zip my own jacket up myself. So always be thinking about what you're going to do after you get out, because that's when things can get dangerous, and if you don't prepare for that, you might find yourself in some trouble. So I'm still walking up to the lochen. tip for your wild swimming adventures is take note of what elevation you go into, because even though it might be warm down on the valley floor, by the time you get up to where your loch is or your tarn, it might be a few degrees cooler. It's getting quite cold now, so I'm expecting the temperature at the loch to be pretty chilly. Also, we're getting towards the snow line, so it's obviously going to be cold. So we made it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. The water looks absolutely freezing as well. But came here for one reason, and that's to go in. So let's do it. So I've been in the water, and it's as cold as it looked. Absolutely freezing. There was one other person swimming, and yeah, that's about it. Might go in again, but there's cloud around, so it's quite cold. As soon as the sun goes in, then when you come out, it's a lot harder to warm up, which is obviously an issue, because it's going to be cold no matter what when you're actually in the water, but when you get out you want it to be warm so you can dry off and warm up fast. So yeah, I might try and go back in again.